Welcome to the Mercy Cast, where we are learning the art of compassion through life's adversity. I'm your host, Raleigh Sadler. The past 2 weeks, we've talked about different ideas that inform how we live. And these are ideas that have been coming up in our conversations on the Mercy Cast. And so I wanted to dig into them more deeply. A lot of us are really good at denial. We're really good at acting like what we're experiencing is not really what we're experiencing. We pretend like the best of them. We act like we have it all together when we really don't. We suppress our feelings. We suppress our emotions, waiting them out. Like we're in this waiting area thinking, okay, they're going to leave. I don't think that's the best way to life. But still, we do that with our emotions. We do that with things in our lives that we don't want to face. This week, I want to talk about acceptance versus denial. Acceptance is living in reality. It's taking something and saying, this is what it is. I'm not going to run from it. What's something that you've accepted recently? There's things about myself that I've accepted where I was like, ugh, I do that. Or you have a friend who says, hey, I love you, but I've noticed this pattern in your life. And you're like, ah. Especially when you're a recovering perfectionist, it is the worst. But the beauty of being a recovering perfectionist is I'm able to look at it and be like, you know what? I don't have to do this perfectly. And I can accept that, yeah, I do this. Because it's not until I accept it that I can actually do something about it. If I'm pretending it's not there, then I don't have to act on it. My life changed 3 years ago when I accepted that I was a perfectionist. When I accepted that I was overly hard on myself. I didn't do things perfectly. And when I actually believed that, then I thought, okay, so what am I going to do about that? And that sent me down this incredible road that gave birth to the Mercy Cast, that has informed how I teach, how I write, how I talk to people. Now I have compassion on myself and more compassion on others. But when you're in denial and you're not facing reality, you're not the only person that suffers. The people around you catch strays because when we're denying reality, we're living in fantasy. Your strength comes from when you accept where you are rather than pretend you're somewhere else. So I don't know what you are living in right now. Are you living in radical acceptance or are you living in denial? But I encourage you, just take a look. Ask God to show you where you are because acceptance doesn't end with you. When we see ourselves for who we are, then we can take that to God. Then that acceptance becomes confession. God, forgive me, I've missed the mark. I've missed the wastebasket. I tried. I thought I could make it. But, I missed. And that's okay. Everyone misses. But when you realize that about yourself, you accept that as truth, then you can confess that to God because He's already there. And He meets us with grace and love and something way better than our acceptance, His divine acceptance. So I want to encourage you, stop hiding. You don't have to do that anymore. You have a God who's waiting to love you and just give you unmerited favor. If this has encouraged you in any way, let us know what you think. But we have one more episode, and then we will be back to our normal episodes. Thank you for listening. Let your friends know about this podcast and tune in next week.